Yo, what's going on, everybody? Man, I haven't gone live on. I've never gone live, but I haven't messed with my YouTube channel in some years now. So gonna test it out and get back out there and step out of my comfort zone and see how this goes. Give it a few seconds to see if anybody pops in. Probably like only one or two people will pop on this thing, but we will see. Not even sure if it'll give notifications to people that I did go live. Yo, what's going on? How are you doing? What up? What up? How are you? Gonna give it a little bit here to see if anyone even pops on. I'm assuming only like one or two people would probably come on this thing, so we'll see. Damn. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Maybe no one will pop on. Might end up on here up by myself. But yeah, right now I'm currently on a 7-day sourcing trip. Still doing Amazon full time. So right now I'm traveling around the country. I was just in Albuquerque, New Mexico today, and did a little shopping and whatnot, and got a lot of driving in. So I plan on doing a little bit more shopping as the days go on here, as I hit more into the Midwest and get into some of these rural parts of the country, um, possibly Louisiana, some rural parts of Texas and stuff like that. But we'll see how that goes. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing tonight? Oh my gosh, we have 3 viewers, dude. We're going viral. Let me see here. Is that okay? Let's see live. Okay. All right. Cool. Wanted to see here. I don't know how to work this thing too good, so this is kind of more of like a test to see how things. Hey, 3 superstars. That's right. 4 superstars. We're all winning. We're all winning. How is everybody doing? Where's everybody from? Yeah, we'll see how this goes. All right. Oh my gosh, we have 4. Oh my gosh, I feel like Mr. Beast. What's up, everybody? What's up? How y'all doing? I'm not even sure if this thing would like let. I did it let you guys know that I went live, or I don't know how. I think I have like I don't know like 12 or 1300 subscribers, but since I haven't posted anything, pretty much maybe like 1 or 2 videos in the last like 5 years, I didn't even know if it would tell people that I jumped on live. So, or if it takes a little while to like let people know. If it even does, I don't even know if it lets people know. So, want to see if anybody else pops on, and we can go and see how this goes. Hey, what's going on? How you doing? Periscope profits, man. I know, I know. I was thinking about that today, like when looking at the Periscope stuff on Twitter. I'm like, dang, man, I remembered going on live on Periscope and like just having so much fun and sharing, my journey and everything. Live stream bolos. Actually, I don't have any bolos right now. I haven't shopped really too much. Um, my hotel room is empty. I remember when I used to do Periscope a lot, I would give hotel tours to people, but I would give hotel tours. I would stay in like sometimes like back when I first started doing Amazon, I didn't really have much cash and stuff, so I would just generally stay in the cheapest hotel I could get. A bed and a bathroom. And some of the hotels I would stay in would be 50, $60, $40 a night, sometimes even $35 a night. Back then, this was 8 years ago, 6 years ago, and so I was able to do fun, hotel tours because my hotels were so sketchy that I was able to make like fun periscopes and make fun videos with them. But yeah, right now, no bolos here, but yeah, there's really not too much fun to show about this place. I'm at a Marriott, and these places specialize in class, so there's really nothing bad to say about them. So cool. Where's everybody from? 'Cause I don't even know if like everybody that's popping on is like Amazon, eBay seller, if they're resellers, or if it's just more so random people just popping in. But yeah, we will see. Right now I'm in, where am I? I'm in rural Oklahoma. I'm in, like, the middle of nowhere right now. Generally, when I start my sourcing trips, it's like when you're kind of, like, on the West Coast, there's a lot of, like, between, like, New Mexico and Arizona and some of Utah and stuff like that. There's a lot of nothing. Like, I mean, there's a few stores here and there in between, but I try to drive and get, to the Midwest of the country before I start shopping and stuff like that. So pretty much for the first 2, 3 days of my trip sometimes can be just straight driving. Today I pretty much just drove um, from Albuquerque, New Mexico. I stayed in Albuquerque, New Mexico last night. Um, but got a little bit more left in my drive, and then I plan on shopping in some rural, maybe like some Kansas, maybe part of Missouri. And probably a little bit of Louisiana. I don't think I'll make it down to Mississippi. I don't think I have too much time to make it down that way. But we will see. Um, Generally, sometimes I'll just kind of freestyle it. Some of my trips, I'll freestyle it. I'll just be able to hit because sometimes the rural stores, when you're traveling a lot, can be pretty decent. And sometimes they're hit or miss, but sometimes I'll plan a trip around, like, if there's a clearance sale, if there's some sort of sale going on at a regional store, say in the Midwest or on the East Coast, I'll plan my trips around that. And then I'll hit those sales or hit those clearance deals, like if Walmart's clearancing out like Legos and stuff like that. Sometimes I'll rent a Penske or something like that, and I'll hit the road and I'll just start hitting Walmart's like crazy, or if Barnes and Noble's doing a clearance event or anything like that. Damn, I guess those people did not stay. I guess I guess the All-Stars left. But, that's okay, that's okay. Honestly, I would have been happy if nobody showed up, one person, whatever. I'm kinda wanna do this for practice and kinda just, like, get used to, doing this again, and, try to make some videos and stuff like that and see how it goes. But, yeah, let's see that bidet. Oh, man, I'm not at the Ritz-Carlton yet. Maybe next year. I know. I was debating on doing IG Live also. I'll probably do that too, just to I just kind of want to kind of get used to doing it and going live and like being able to just chat and talk and hang out and stuff like that. But yeah, this is more so just to kind of push me to get used to doing this, and then I'll try to go live, maybe like once a day or something like that. Why my sales like, what up, thrifting bros? How's it going, man? Where are you at in the country right now? Out in Indiana or? Harry, what up from Toronto? Let's go, Raptors. How you doing, man? Yeah, my sales are okay. It's they've been pretty steady in a sense, but like I'm shoveling in a ton of inventory, so I feel like they should be higher for the amount of inventory I've been shoveling into Amazon. But it's like you're doing all this. I feel like I'm doing so much extra work just for a slight bump or slight steadiness in sales. So I definitely feel the burn of things being a little slow for sure. But yeah, what's up, everybody? What's everybody up to today? Where's everybody from? Amen to that. Yeah, better steady sales and random spikes. That's definitely for sure. Yeah. Yeah, it feels like, I mean, I'm definitely always grateful for the opportunity for Amazon. So, like, it feels like, the last year and a half, it's like you're definitely having to work a lot harder to get the sales. Probably a mixture, maybe with the economy. I don't know. Obviously, a lot more competition. Amazon's gotten super popular. There's a ton more sellers. So, definitely had to pivot a lot in the last year and a half, last 2 years, just because the competition has gotten a little bit more crazier than it used to be. Then oh man, and them fees too, removal orders, bro. Those could bankrupt somebody. Yes, sir. We got 4 people in here. Man, didn't even think this many people would show up. That's right. This is what it feels like to go viral. Your boy Elon Musk gonna buy Amazon or what? Well, one step at a time. Let's get him. Let's see if he gets Periscope back in the game first, and then we'll we'll go from there. Lovabellas, if they're still around, would have one. Oh my God, I actually have 2 brand new Lovabellas in my storage unit. They have a little bit of boxware. I actually had a buddy of mine give them to me as a gift. So they've been chilling in storage. I actually have One Lovabella, and then I never knew how to pronounce it, but Lovaboo or whatever, the Toys R Us exclusive, the boy version one. I have that one. The box is great, brand new condition. It has a little bit of like fading on the packaging, just probably from just being so old. Yo, what up, Dustin? How are you, man? Hope you're doing good, brother. Where you at? You still reselling and everything, man? Hope you're doing good. Man, this feels crazy. This is fun actually, man. I miss going like man, I miss yeah, seeing that Periscope and I kind of like Googled my Periscope today. I was like, man, I missed being able to just go live and have fun and just hang out and talk shop and just whatever. It was super fun. I miss doing that. And so had a couple friends push me to get back to force my, kind of challenge myself to do this today and just kind of get in the habit of trying to do live and stuff like that. I did post on Instagram story and Facebook story and asked, shoot some questions over if you guys, have any questions. And I didn't get a ton of questions. I got a few people just screwing with me. A couple of my friends just cracking jokes in the stories and stuff like that. What preventing you from adding other platforms? I mean, I'm doing eBay a lot more than I have in probably the last 5 years, and mainly Amazon too. I definitely have been slacking. I want to get into Walmart. I mean, I know it probably won't be like crazy numbers and stuff like that, but just to have another avenue to get rid of stuff, or maybe if a couple, things don't work out on Amazon or eBay, I can, put it on Walmart and stuff like that. So that's something that's definitely I've been slacking there, and I definitely need to jump into that. Have any of you guys sold on Walmart, or is anybody here currently selling on Walmart? Yes, sir, Dustin. Looking forward to it, man. Yeah, man. My birthday is actually going to be that weekend too, so we'll have to go out and celebrate and have some fun, hang out with some resellers, and have a good time and whatnot. Let's see. I'm gonna go over a couple of the questions that I did get from Instagram and Facebook, though. Um, let's see what we got here. A typical standard question. One of the questions is what percentage of your business is online arbitrage, retail arbitrage, and wholesale? And that's really fluctuated a lot the last year, just because I've had to pivot so much. But in the past, my business used to be vast majority retail arbitrage because that's what I do enjoy. And obviously, it's a lot more strenuous on the body. You're doing a lot more physical work. You're in the stores and stuff like that. It's definitely more of a grind. And I've always enjoyed that part of Amazon, just like hunting for deals and like going out to stores and finding the rare variations of toys that sell for big bucks and stuff like that. Um, but with competition, getting to be so high this last year and a half, 2 years, I've definitely had to pivot. You can't just go to Target. I feel like you just can't go to Target anymore and just grab like the random common toy on the shelf that you could do 2, 3, 4 years ago and sell that and make money. Because by the time you buy that common toy that looks profitable on Amazon app now, you get into Amazon, there's 50 new sellers on there by the time it gets there. And by the time it arrives there, even if you ship it out, you go home, you ship it out directly into Amazon, by the time it goes active on Amazon, it's like there's 50 new sellers and the price dropped, $10 and you're losing money on it. I definitely struggled with that about a year and a half ago where I kept doing the same thing over and over. And I'm like busting my hump off, to break even, make a small profit, lose money. Like it was just like a grind because I kept chasing the common thing at Target like I'd always done. And I had to force myself to pivot. I've done, dabbled in some of the OA, and that's definitely fluctuated a lot too in my business. Is like I'll have good spurts of OA because I don't know how to use tactical arbitrage. I do a lot of manual OA, some Amazon to Amazon flips. Um, and then, when certain websites do sales, sometimes Walmart will kind of like drop some Legos really cheap. Once in a while, if Target had a sale, you could do a little bit there, GameStop, some BarnesandNoble.com and stuff like that. But yeah, this last year and a half, I've definitely pivoted a lot where it's like I don't do a ton of RA when I'm at home, but like I'll take a trip for a month or 2 months at a time sometimes, and I'll just do straight RA, for like a month straight. And then I'll go back home and then I'll focus maybe a little bit of OA, do some wholesale, which I've gotten really heavy into wholesale and doing like, closeout liquidation wholesale and stuff like that. Not like where they give you the pallet where there's like, you don't know what you're getting, but just kind of like closeout toys where it's like, hey, we've got, 500 units of this toy here. It's not made anymore. This is the last 500 units in existence. Do you want them? Boom. You take them all, you buy them out. And, then you have that SKU for the next year or 2 years to sell down or whatever. Let's see. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, what's up, Shannon? How are you doing? Hope you're doing good. Waiting on that invite from Target. Oh, that's right, huh? See, I've been so, like, in my own bubble this last, like, year, I actually forgot that Target did do third-party sellers, which is weird because Target's always been this anti-reseller store, but they're gonna allow third-party sellers, like, obviously, and I'm assuming you'd have to sell at somewhat of an inflated price to make money, I'm assuming. I'm not really sure how that works on Target, but that would be cool. That honestly, that would be cool. I would like to sell on Target. That would be a nice thing to do, definitely. Let's see here. Oh yeah, one of the questions I got on Instagram was like, they were like hotel room tour, like the old Periscope days. Yeah, my hotel tours used to be funny. I used to love doing that, just going into some like ratchet, like you know, broken down hotel with like stains on the ceiling, like just mystery stains on the wall. Like you'd find stuff under the bed, like freaking broken like colored nails and earrings or just random crap you would find. I found, like burnt joints on the floor and stuff, found a ring here or there, earrings, eyelash. People would like leave their eyelashes on the nightstand and like housekeeping would have never cleaned them and there'd be like eyelashes and like stuff like that. Just sometimes just dirty stuff, obviously occasional like cockroach and I've had my fair share of bed bugs over the years, but thankfully when you stay at a place like the Marriott, you don't got to deal with that stuff anymore. Uh, Target third-party seller was a tease. Oh, okay. See, 'cause I thought when I was looking actually, I thought I remember looking on Target the other day too, and it was like I saw something on there, and it looked like it was a third-party seller, but I wasn't really sure. But yeah, and then that kind of when somebody else mentioned the Target third-party seller, kind of just like sparked like, oh yeah, I think I remember seeing something about that, but I had never dived into it or don't know anything about it. So yeah, Kmart. Kmart third party. We're gonna need some Kmart fourth party here. Have any of you guys shopped at an actual Kmart recently? I'm sorry, I'm checking. I got a. I was just checking a Amazon message I got from a customer. Okay, not too serious. Um, yeah, I think pretty much almost every Kmart's closed. I believe there are three locations left in the U.S. if I'm not mistaken. I know Miami still has one location. Westwood, New Jersey, and then was it West Hampton, New York, or something like that? Like far out on Long Island. I think those are the only three Kmart's left. Back when I lived in Jersey, like 3 years ago, 2, 3 years ago, like there was still like 8, 9 Kmart's open. I think around the country, maybe 10 at that time. But it was cool because New Jersey and New York had like like I don't know, it was like 4, 5, or 6 Kmart's. I don't even remember, but it was like a nice handful of Kmart's where I was still continually sourcing Kmart's and finding old stock toys, discontinued toys. I remember this one time. I think this was back in 2020. End of 2020, I'd walked into a Kmart in New Jersey, and I saw you walk down the aisle, and the whole aisle was just one Imaginext pirate ship thing. The whole aisle was like 70, 80 units, and they were pretty big toys. And they were like $20 going for like $80. And it was like, I think it was around 70 units, and they were pretty big. And I had to do like 2 or 3 trips to like fill up my car, drive home, come back, fill up, drive home, and get them all home and then prep them all. They were so gigantic. I didn't have poly bags that were big enough, so I had to like freaking take 2 giant poly bags, cut them, retape, and just kind of like make them look professional poly bag. And it took forever to prep them all. But yeah, I think I went to the Westwood, New Jersey Kmart earlier this year. I think back in January. I think I spent $100 there, $200 maybe. Nothing crazy. Paul, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? Thank you for popping in, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, cool. Awesome, man. This is freaking dope, man. I miss doing this stuff. Kmart was like shot. Yes. Yes, that's exactly how Kmart. And that's what I miss about Kmart because Kmart was still around after, once Toys R Us dried up and then Shopko dried up. Like you could still do Kmart's and like hit the random ones around the country. And sometimes you could find really good clearance or just like really rare toys where they would have, 10, 20, 30 deep of that toy and just be able to crush it. And unfortunately, it's like we've kind of ran out of stores that we could do that because obviously I know Thrift and Bros, your guys' business model was similar to mine back then, is where we would just hunt the rural areas and just find the rarest toys out there, which we could find back at, and that's one thing that was great about Toys R Us is that they would get new toys, but they would also carry the really old stuff. And if you learn their system really good, you could, still find that really good old stock toy stuff where you're making, 100, 300% ROI in some of those toys. But yeah, it's sad because that was my favorite thing about Amazon was like hunting for the extremely rare toys, and that it's kind of dried up since all of our favorite good stores are gone. So it's like it gets tougher now to be able to do that, and that like the thrill, the hunt of finding the stuff at Toys R Us and Kmart and Shopko was like what's really I loved about traveling and doing RA, and now it's kind of like obviously got to pivot and future is here and obviously there'll be new things, new opportunity moving forward. But like that was my favorite time on Amazon doing Amazon was, hunting for that really rare fun toys and stuff like that. Wow, we got 7 people in here. This is so cool. Thank you guys, man. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me and I don't even know. So I was curious. So did anyone get a notification that I went live? That if you were subscribed, and did it give you a notification I went live or what? Because I don't know how this works, and I didn't even know if it would give a notification since I don't post anything on YouTube like ever. Like I think I posted a video like a year ago, and then like before that was like a couple years ago, and then it was like 5 years ago. And I don't really even have any videos. Like I have maybe like 5 or 6, 10 videos. I don't even know, and they're all like from 7, 8 years ago. But I really want to try to like jump back into this and kind of get my feet wet and just get used to going live. And I want to start doing it on Instagram too. Just kind of get used to getting out of my comfort zone and doing this. And oh, cool. Awesome. Okay, cool. Thank you, Dustin. Appreciate that. Yeah, I wasn't sure how that worked. I've been killing it with Toys R Us. Yeah, me too, bro. I actually went to a Toys R Us back in 2019 after Toys R Us was closed in the US. I actually spoke at an Amazon event. I think it was the Greater North Ecom event in Toronto, Canada, back in 2019. And I actually was living in Jersey at the time, and I drove. One, I'd never been out of the country at that time, and I'd just gotten my passport, and I wanted to drive. I'm like, I'm gonna make a road trip out of this. I want to go to Niagara Falls, and I want to drive to Canada and just do it. It was like the first time out of the country ever, and I was super stoked because I'd never been out of the country. I just got my passport, like it was fresh. I didn't have no stamps in there or nothing. So I drove from Jersey upstate to New York through Niagara Falls, and me not being ever out of the country, I assumed since Canada and U.S. are connected, like there would be no problems with my phone working when I got on the other side. So I go through, you have to go through like the customs. I think that's what you call it, where you wait in line, you get up to the thing. They ask you, hey, do you have any weapons in the car? Blah, 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 blah. Scissors. Do you have any guns, bazookas, anything like that? And, I'm thinking to make sure I didn't have anything. And I was like, oh, I have I don't know what I have, like a pocket knife or a thing of mace or something, whatever. Like it just was in my glove box. It was there for years. Didn't even use it ever or touch it. And they were like, "Oh, okay. Why don't you pull over right over there?" And I was like, "Okay, probably not a big deal. Pull over. They'll grab it from me. They got to confiscate it. Can't bring it in the country, and I'll be on my way." Um, like a minute later, my car gets swarmed by like 7, 8, you know, um, border patrol people, police. They brought out the freaking stick with the mirror, and they're looking under my car like I got bombs and drugs and shit. And they're like looking all under my car, and they're opening all my things. They're like, "You sit here." One guy was sitting with me, kind of guarding me. They had the canine unit they brought out. They were going through. They were opening up. They opened up my car. They opened up my luggage, and this was like my first time speaking on my own at an event. Like I was the opening speaker at this event, and for this event, I was going to share my story about how I went through like suicide BS and like just really down on the hole drugs and just all that crap I'd went through, and then like how I had grew and then came out of that. And so I had my journal with me, and I kind of I wrote stuff down. I wrote down notes. I wrote down speech. So I wrote some dark stuff in there just about the stuff I went through. And they're going through my journal, and they're like reading everything. And then they come over to me and like, "What are you gonna do? Do you plan on doing any like terroristic things to our country?" And they're like, I'm like, "No, I'm here to speak at an event. Like, that's just, I kind of was explaining what I do for a living, blah blah blah. I saw on Amazon. I mean, I'm talking at an Amazon event. Here's my thing, all this." And they're like, because I started asking, drilling me all these questions, like, "Are you going to harm yourself? Are you going to harm anybody in our country?" And then like, I had like an old camera in the car that I hadn't used in years, and I had like maybe 15 of the little SD cards with all the pictures and some videos and stuff. And I traveled, and you travel the country, you take pictures of New York and all the cool things. They're like going through all the pictures, like, "Why do you have pictures of the Eiffel Tower?" Just all these, not the Eiffel Tower, but like all these like monuments and things. What are you doing? Are you, again, they're drilling me. Are you a terrorist? Da 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 da. Going through. And eventually, after like 45 minutes, like, of like talking and like them digging through everything, they let me go. They took my mace or whatever I had. And then I get back in my car, and I was telling you guys about the Toys R Us story. I get back in my car, and I'm just like, "Wow, that was crazy! Like, first time out of the country. All right, that was wild. All right, get in the car. I'm driving, and then like everything changes to miles per hour to kilometers or whatever it is. So I couldn't even understand the signs or anything. So, but I'm just going with the flow of traffic, and then my phone craps out because of the country change. So my phone didn't work, and I'm like, "Crap, what am I gonna do? I can't call anybody. I don't know where I am. I don't know where I'm going. I can't even read the dang speed limit signs." So I'm driving down the freeway, driving down the freeway. I mean, at the same time, I'm excited because I'm like, "Oh my God, this is so cool. I'm in Canada. I'm in another country." Like the signs, like everything was super cool, super like inspiring, just like motivating. I was so happy to be there, but at the same time, I was kind of like freaking out. So it was like a mixed bag of emotions. And I'm driving, and then right over the horizon, I see a Toys R Us sign, and I freaked out. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, Toys R Us, Toys R Us, Toys R Us!" And I'm driving. I get off the freeway. I'm like, "I'm going to Toys R Us." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, they got it. They'll have to have Wi-Fi there, so I can figure out what I'm doing and where I'm going." I get up. I pump into the Toys R Us, and I go to Toys R Us, and I'm excited, looking around. I get on the Wi-Fi. I'm able to call a friend on Facebook. I'm like, "Girl, I'm here." Da da da. One of the guys that was speaking at the event in Canada. Actually, no, he was holding the event in Canada, and he was like, "Okay, da da da," figure it out. And I'm calling AT&T again. I'd never been out of the country, so I don't know how this worked. But basically, I spent like 2 or 3 hours on the phone with AT&T trying to figure out what's wrong with my phone. And basically, I'm just paraphrasing real quick. It was like all I had to do was turn on the roaming. Like it took me like 2 3 hours, like talking to like three different AT&T people to figure out what was wrong with my phone. And eventually it was just I had to turn on the roaming, and then everything worked fine and everything was super cool. But yeah, that was the last time I've been to Toys R Us. See, what do we got here? Let's see. No, it was I no saw it on the recommended. Oh, dope. Okay, went to a couple in January. Raised their price to the moon. So expensive right now. And now Legends 55 to 60. This pulled back from Gary Becket's man. Picked up 50 pairs of shoes. Nicely done, sir. Good job. Nice. Awesome. So yeah, that's my Toys R Us story. Um, sorry here. All right. See, I don't think is there any other questions? Another question I got from on my Facebook story is someone was like, share some of the sketchiest things you've seen on the road. Yeah, so I mean, I kind of like dabbled, kind of like the sketchy hotels that I've stayed at, where I've found, roaches, weed, not roaches, like, well, yes, cockroaches, but like, weed roaches or whatever smoke joints or whatever you call them. And let's see, I'm trying to think what else. Like, I do have actually a pretty crazy story that happened to me. This was probably back in 2017. I think it was in maybe March-ish of 2017. I was in Arizona. I had just came from ASD. I'd left Las Vegas. I'm in like rural Arizona on my way to California, and I'm following my GPS. And like my GPS, I lose phone signal, but like sometimes if you're using Google Maps, it'll still work, but like you don't have signal. And it was like it took me like past this. And it brings me to a small town, but it's a highway, and then I'm driving, and like it kind of brings me down this weird side road over these railroad tracks, and then it turns into a dirt road that runs along the railroad tracks. And I'm driving for like 10 minutes going through, and like the GPS says I'm on a road, but it was like it was complete sand at this point. And I ended up driving, and I can't really turn around, so I had to kind of go through it. and I drove probably 4 or 5 miles, which took me about 20 minutes because you can't really go fast, when you're kind of like in the sand and on this road or whatever it even was. And I ended up driving to the end of it. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna, whip around, rip a circle here, and then get out of here. And I kind of turned around, but then I like kind of rolled my window down because I'm like looking out. It's like pitch dark, the middle of nowhere. I'm just looking up. I kind of like was like kind of stargazing for a second. I'm just like, wow, it was like super dark. No street signs, no lights, no people, no nothing. So I kind of just like looked up at the stars for a second. I'm just like, damn, this is really cool. But over there, I kind of finished my turn to turn around. And then, of course, the inevitable happens. I get stuck in the sand and I'm like, crap, what am I gonna do? Because and I didn't want to like spin too much because I didn't want to get stuck more. So I'm like, all right, crap. I'm in the pitch dark. I have no phone signal, so I'm like, all right. I had to think quick. Okay, and I was like just younger and dumber back then, and I had an air horn in my car that I would just like mess with friends and stuff. Like one of those like air horns from Walmart. They're like 10, 15 bucks, but when we blow them, they screech really really loud. And that was like my only form of defense. 'Cause I'm like, maybe there's like some bears or some coyotes or foxes out here or some shit. So I get out of the car, just trying to go assess what I got myself into. I bring my air horn, I have my phone camera flashlight going, and I'm like looking around and I'm pretty deep in the sand. I'm like, crap, what am I gonna do? I don't have no way to get out. Obviously can't call AAA, I can't do nothing. So I'm like, oh, I had, and I'd traveled from Jersey to ASD in Vegas to, where I was in Arizona. So I actually had a big container of the salt, like snow salt. And I'm like, oh, you know what I can do is I'm gonna pour this out. And then I ran around in the dark picking up all these rocks. I'm like, I'm gonna grab a bunch of rocks and throw them under the tires, and maybe that'll kind of let me get some traction to get out of to get out. And so like I'm in the middle of, and every like couple of minutes, I'm like blowing my air horn just to like scare away any like rodents or bear. I don't even know. Who knows what the heck was out there, but it was freaky because you're in the middle of dark. There, all you see is the stars, Milky Way, planets, everything above you, and nothing else in all opposite directions of you. And so I'm out here picking up, filling my little container. I have the handle, picking it up, filling it up with rocks, and I'm going through and dumping it under the tires. And I go through and I fill it up like 4 or 5 times, and I kind of like put a bunch of rocks under everything. And then I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna grab my floor mats too. I took out my floor mats and I added, I kind of like slid those under because maybe that would help because like I had never gotten stuck before and I didn't know what to do what to do to get out of that. So I'm like, all right, let me just improvise here and see what I could do. I had a car full of toys, and obviously I would start stuffing Power Rangers under the wheels, some Barbie dolls and stuff. Um, but yeah, I went and I put all the rocks underneath. Again, I keep doing the air horn every couple of minutes to make sure no freaking bears or Godzilla's coming at me or anything like that. And thankfully, with the floor mats and all the rocks and everything stuffed underneath, like I was able to gain some traction and get out. And I remember I was like honking the horn and cheering and blowing the air horn. I'm like, "Woo, yeah, let's go!" And I ran out, grabbed my mats, threw them in the back, and I'm like, I'm gone. And I freaking got out of there and got back to civilization, and ended up changing highways, and I made it to California, and everything turned out good. I've had like a lot of silly little things happen on the road. Like that was probably like one of like not a terrifying moment, but like one of those just like wow, like that could have turned out really bad. I could have got stuck there and would have had to like either walk in the dark or wait till morning and then walk. Um, but yeah, that was and then besides like the hotels and stuff like that, I haven't really had any sketchy things with people. Thankfully, I've avoided a lot of hassle. Yeah, I mean, I've had pretty good luck on the road. Yeah, if anything that pops up in my head, I definitely will share it. Let's see what else we got going on here. Oh my goodness, look at who went live. It's been years. Mother's mustache. Oh my gosh, I remember you. Hey, how are you doing? Good to see you. Dustin, let's see what we got here. Best advice for doing longer road trips and keeping your sanity while constantly being on the go. Good question, man. That's a great question, Dustin. I've traveled for RA for years, and I've done it all, and like I've learned what works for me and what doesn't work and stuff like that. And honestly, is like looking back on the last like 6, 7 years of traveling around the country, and I've traveled to 44 states, and a lot of these states I've been to 5, 10, 15 times, and I think this year alone. I don't even know how many years. I don't even know how many days. Sorry, years. How many days we are into the year? What are we? May. So was that like 4, 5, 5? Like, what are we like 150 days into the year now? Give or take a few. I think I've been on the road like 100 and frick, I don't even know. I've been home for like 2, 3 weeks probably total this year. So it's like I have faced a little bit of burnout this year a little bit on some of my trips. My longer one, I did a 55 or 57-day trip, January 3rd to the end of February. And honestly, it's like, as I'm getting older too, and like, like your bones start hurting, it gets to your back and stuff. Like I learned to kind of balance, working hard, working smart, having fun on the road, enjoying these road trips, while I'm still able bodied and I'm healthy to do that. But also, having that balance where you take care of your body at the same time. Because I feel like I know with me, sometimes when I can get in the grind of working, I can kind of like sometimes neglect taking care of, the thing that matters the most is like, our own health. And our own sanity, mental health, physical health, all that good stuff, and just working on you so that way you can be happy, and then you can continue to work hard and give to your business, give to your friends, family, loved ones, and all that good stuff. So, I this year I actually really started to get into fasting, my own version of intermittent fasting, where I eat 1 or 2 meals a day. Thankfully, on the road, it's a lot easier to not eat. Like I just load up on bottles of water. I juice a lot too. Ginger shots. I do a lot of ginger and turmeric shots just to kind of get the vitamins and all the good stuff flowing into my body. Drink a lot of water, liquid, water and stuff like that. Just kind of take care of my body because I am on the road driving sometimes 8, 9 hours a day. I'm in 10 stores. I'm traveling state to state, different altitudes, different weather. So it's like you open yourself to get sick a little bit more because like there's been times I've gotten sick on the road because like I could go from like blazing 80, 90-degree weather to 50, 30-degree weather a week later, and it's like you're changing altitudes and conditions and temperatures and stuff. um so it's really just kind of figure out what works for you. Like, I mean, everybody is on a different path in life of their Amazon business. If everybody here sells on Amazon, or like even just like it is important to take care of our body, definitely, even a little bit. You should definitely put some love into yourself. And um you know so the more it's like, the last couple of few years is that I've really made it like a habit of to like work harder on myself than I do on my business. Um, and I work with a coach. I have a life coach mentor, whatever you want to call him, that I've been working with for a few years now. And we always do different things to grow mentally and different challenges that he challenges me to grow and like holds me accountable and continue to grow in my personal life so that way I can grow in my business and my relationships and friendships and with family and stuff like that, and your loved ones and all that good stuff. So, I personally like for me, like, I try to hit the gym if I can while I'm on the road. I actually did kind of mess up my back this year because I was like going on that 55-day road trip. I just like was working like crazy, and then I came home and then like freaking went to California right after I came home from that trip. Then I went to Peru, and then I came home and I did a 25-day road trip right after that. And I just like destroyed my back just constantly working. And so I haven't worked out too much the last, recently just because I'm letting my back heal. But I really just started juicing a lot more. And like, if I'm in a big city, if I can go get a ginger shot, I'll do that. And, I'm taking vitamins and, I'm continually getting like while I'm in the car today, I'm driving, I'm listening to audiobooks and stuff like that. Just, getting stuff that kind of like helps benefit my body, benefit my mind and stuff like that. Embrace the insanity, of course, every day, every day. Awesome. I'm well. Thank you. Hope all's good. I'm doing really good. Thanks for asking. I appreciate you. Yes, it's very easy. Sometimes it's like, what's up, Brandon? How you doing, man? You scammer. Get out of here, bro. I'm about to block you. All right, bro. I'll remember that next time I come through Texas. I ain't coming to see you now. You're a scam, bro. Yeah, it's definitely one thing I feel a lot of us have definitely probably fallen victim to is like where we forget to take care of ourselves because we're busy, worrying about our jobs or like issues, family issues. Maybe we're, worrying about raising the kids right and like, making sure they're okay, making sure our significant other, husband, wife is doing good. Like, and we kind of like neglect ourselves. And I think it's super important to like, not, I mean, maybe it's selfish. I don't know. Like for me and my relationship, like I feel like I should put myself first in the sense that I need to make sure my gas tank is full. You got to make sure your gas tank is on full because you can't give to other people if you're not 100%. Like you can't give to your loved ones, your friends, your family, your significant other if your gas tank's on empty. Like if you're running on fumes, you can't give to them. Um, So it gets tough. So I try to, like, in my relationship and stuff like that, is put myself first so that way I can grow, I can be happy, I can be healthy, and then I can give 100% into my relationship. Which is obviously super important, So same thing, with kids and significant others and all that, friendships and stuff like that. You got to take care of you first so you can give that love and all that stuff that you need to your relationships. You don't stop, bro. I did try to stop by, bro. Well, I mean, I guess, it's hard. I didn't give you a notice last time, but you were outsourcing, and of course, you didn't share no bolos with me. So I'm gonna remember that. I'm gonna share with you next time, bro. So, how about that? Ah, wow, bro. We're trying to keep it PG here, bro. You're taking it to PG-13. We don't appreciate that over here. Oh man, so anybody, you guys have any questions at all in your Amazon business, eBay, about travel, food? I love to eat. I travel all over the country. I'm eating good food all the time. I'm trying new food, and I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, Facebook. Like I'm constantly posting like food and stuff, and like I eat like that because I'm fasting during the day. Like today, I haven't. Oh wow, it's already dark outside. It was like bright as sun when I got here. That flew by quick. Um, Pretty much I ate last night. Honestly, I had Wingstop last night, and that was my only meal I had. I juiced twice yesterday. I had 4 ginger shots, drank 5 bottles of water, took my vitamins, all that. So I'm, doing everything good, personally. And then I just had like a meal fit for a king. I drove 8 hours yesterday. I accomplished a lot, got a lot done in my business and personal life. And, I'm diving into audiobooks while I'm on the road. I'm just like, sucking in all this information from different audiobooks, working on spirituality and just education and stuff like that. My bad, block me. You should block yourself, bro. So yeah, no, that's definitely, I actually lost my train of thought, but yeah, if anybody has any questions or anything like that, um, let me know. Let me know. Let me see if I had any other questions from Instagram. Wow, actually, this is hilarious. I only got like 7, 8 questions, and three of the questions were, "Why are your?" Well, one was like, "Why are your teeth so white?" or "How do you keep your teeth so white?" And then someone was like, "Do you have bonding on your teeth?" um, Honestly, for my teeth, like, it's very tedious, but I'm so used to doing it. I've been doing it for years. Is that I gargle blah, blah, blah. I gargle coconut oil for 30 minutes a day. Which one, it whitens your teeth really good, as you can see. Got the pearly whites, but it pulls toxins from your body. It pulls toxins, and then which obviously is another health benefit. So I do that every day too, just to try to stay healthy, keep the teeth white. Which is, I mean, 30 minutes a day is a lot, but like I'll do it from while I'm driving, while I'm getting up and get ready, I'm showering, getting dressed, packing up my bags. I'll kind of do it as I'm going and stuff like that. But I've been doing, wow, well played, well played. I respect that. I love those jokes. Is Periscope coming back? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. But I definitely have missed, I don't know, whatever, making content, whatever you want to call it, like just going live and chatting with people and chatting with you guys. Like I have so much fun doing that and sharing my journey, and like hopefully, I can help people and I can learn from you guys. I can, help, teach you guys things I'm doing in my business, personal life, self-development, whatever, stuff I'm passionate about, and learn from you guys too and stuff like that. Wow. Wow. All right. All right. Let's see. I think that was it for all the questions. Let me see if there was anything else from Facebook or Instagram. Better live content than most of the Amazon people out there. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. Because I've struggled. Like I've wanted to do. I don't know. Like it's just like it's a limiting belief, and like I'll own up to that. Like I always want to go live and do stuff. I want to make videos. Like because I really enjoy just interacting with people. Like that's just I love. Like one thing I don't know if you guys know who Tony Robbins is or into that self development stuff. Like one thing I learned from Tony Robbins, like the secret to living is giving, and like I truly enjoy just sharing my journey, personal life, business, and stuff like that. Kind of like, I mean, if you guys are still around for the Periscope days, 5, 6, 7 years ago or whenever that was, like That was, like, the time of my life doing that stuff, and I miss doing that, and, like, it's like, "Oh, I wanna," I wanted to do YouTube and, like, more Instagram stuff, and it's like, what am I like, I enjoy Amazon, I love Amazon, I love doing it, but it's like, it's like, "Oh, okay, can continue to put out the same Amazon content that everybody already puts out?" Because there's a lot of good Amazon content people out there. You can learn so much about Amazon for free in so many different avenues and stuff. So it's like I've always had that limiting belief, like, I don't even know what I'm gonna talk about, what I'm gonna say, what is my channel gonna be about? And thankfully I got a handful of good friends in my corner that kind of pushed me to, to do live, to do this today. And so I'm super grateful that I did this because I was so like just to hit the live button, like I was so nervous to even do that. Like crap, I was just super nervous to do that, and it's like, what am I gonna talk about? And it wasn't even the fact that nobody pop on, because honestly, I didn't think anybody was gonna come on because like I haven't used this channel in 100 years. um, so I was just kind of like, okay, like I was gonna like force myself to do this regardless if there was one people, zero people, whatever, and then post it on the channel. Because I don't know if I can save this when it's done and post it on my channel. Because I wanted to do that regardless, just to kind of get out of the comfort zone. Like, all right, hey, you're doing this today. Um, Dude, you make my night. Wow. Uh, so full of positive, good dude right here. Thank you, Brandon. Look at, bro. Are you drunk? I've never actually heard you say anything that nice about me before, but I appreciate that, bro. I love you, bro. Couple of wild hairs. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Hope you're doing good. How do you plan out your road trips, or do you just wing it? I do a mixture of both. Some trips I do plan, some of my trips that I do plan, I'll plan them around like clearance events. Like if, I know Walmart's hitting that, seasonal Lego clearance, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get in the car, go grab a Penske or a U-Haul or whatever, and just hit the road and just start buckling down, hitting those rural Walmarts and just loading up on clearance Lego. So sometimes I'll plan it around that. Sometimes I just like miss traveling. Like if I'm cooped up at home for 6, 7 months and I'm not like out doing anything, like it's like, oh, I just missed the road. I want to get out there. And honestly, I love to eat, man. I love food. Like that's my favorite hobby in the whole world is eating. So like if I'm just craving food, I'm like, you know what? I want to go eat here. I want to eat here. All right, let's plan a sourcing trip around where we want to go eat. So um this trip is a mixture of both. Do got a couple things I got to take care of. I'm going to see some resellers on the way, continue to build friendships and relationships in the reseller world with people that I see on the road and stuff. And meet, just kind of source and shop and just kind of, I'm just trying to look for, some fast flips. I'm just trying to, pay down some credit card debt and stuff like that. So I want to get on the road and just kind of find some fast flips that I can buy, send in, flip, and then just kind of pay down some debt and stuff like that. I'm just kind of working on that this year and try to like really get ready for Q4 and stuff like that. So this trip was kind of just I wanted to just get out and just kind of make it happen and stuff like that. I'm glad you hit the live button. I'm sorting inventory and appreciate. Hey, thank you. Of course, awesome. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate that. Honestly, damn, 8 people. That's so cool. Honestly, I honestly like I hit the live thing and I'm like chilling here. I'm like a minute in, and it was like 0 people, like, it was 1 person, and then it jumped up to, like, 5 people, and then it jumped back down to, like, 1 or 2. These guys were like, "Oh, F it, this guy's a loser, let's get out of here." But, I'm glad I did too, 'cause it's definitely super cool to come out of my comfort zone, definitely, because 'cause I'm not used to doing this. Um, 1 second here, 1 second here. Sorry, let's see, so, yeah, awesome, yeah, thank you. Hope you guys are doing good. Where are you at? Right now, I am in rural Oklahoma, just outside of New Mexico. Um, so yeah, I pretty much just drove today and yesterday, just because pretty much middle of nowhereness. So I just did a lot of driving today and yesterday. Just wanted to kind of get out there and then kind of get to where there's a bigger cluster of stores and stuff like that. Um, how do you handle internet on the road? Have you had any problems doing business over public Wi-Fi? Um, No, I haven't had any issues. I'll use the Wi-Fi when I am at hotels. Um, 1 second here. I use the Wi-Fi at hotels. If I am like going to like a reseller's friend's house, or if I like say like for some reason I'm at like an Amazon event and we're sharing an Airbnb, like if I'm at like residential like Amazon house or Airbnb with Amazon sellers, like I won't go on the Wi-Fi for those types of situations. But when I'm at a hotel, this is obviously like a commercial. I don't know if this is considered like commercial Wi-Fi or not. I've never had any issues, and I've literally probably I've stayed at hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hotels. I've never had any issues. But yeah, just definitely don't jump on the Wi-Fi with other resellers if you're at their house or if you're, at like a sharing an Airbnb and stuff like that. Same thing, like if I have Amazon friends come over to my house, like better use the hotspot, buddy. You're not getting on the Wi-Fi, not taking any chances to where Amazon like, hey, there's two counts on this thing. Boom, you're gone, kind of thing. So just try to be careful, cover your tracks and stuff like that. But yeah, it's been pretty good. I'm actually solo on this trip for now, but this is a short one, like 7 days, maybe 8 days, somewhere around there. So this is a shorter trip. Just kind of trying to get find some quick flips and stuff like that, and try to get some cash flow going here, and just kind of killing a little time in between wholesale orders. I got another wholesale order coming next week, so I'm gonna get home for that, ship all that, prep everything, get that out the door right away, and just kind of keep grinding. I'm really trying to grow and just you know definitely made some bad buys last year and some so I'm like really trying to recover from some of those and just kind of like sell down the bad inventory, replace it with good inventory. And I'm still kind of learning. I'm still learning. I've been in the game for a while, but I'm still like learning a lot. And I make a lot of mistakes too. You're welcome. Okay, yeah, I'll let you know, brother. I'll hit you up. Let's chat privately, and I think I might be coming through there next week. I think. So let's see if we can make something happen for sure, brother. Grab, get the white claws ready. I'm coming through. But yeah, anybody have any other questions or anything like that? I wish I had a few more questions from Facebook and stuff, but no one really cared. Sorry, I was checking. I'm getting like a ton of Instagram messages and Facebook messages. So one second here. Let's set this. Oh shit, we got the light going on over here. There we go. There we go. So yeah, we'll chat, Brandon. Definitely. I should be in Texas hopefully soon here. But yeah, I guess nobody has any questions, anything like that. Oh, damn, we got 7 people in here, bro. That's so cool. Look at that. I made it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, yeah, I drove like 8 hours today, so I'm just gonna kick it at the hotel. Actually, I haven't even eaten yet today. I had like freaking handful of almonds for lunch, and I had a juice, an Albuquerque ginger shot. So I'm gonna grub tonight. I'm gonna order some on Uber Eats and chill. Check your bed, bro. What are you flirting with me, homie? um, how much time do you spend on finding new products being on the road so much? Good question. Good question. Honestly, I'd honestly say I struggle. Say I slack is probably the right word for new products. Like I'm kind of like in my zone of like doing what I've always done in a sense. Finding the rare older products. Obviously, one day all that stuff's going to dry up, and then obviously going to have to pivot and do some new things. But I definitely slack in the area of finding new products and like finding new profitable products. Like I just have like when I'm on the road, I kind of go for that same old stuff which is working. It's working for me definitely. But I'm sure I probably of the new products that are out there in the stores that I'm hitting, I'm probably passing up some good opportunities definitely because I'm not putting in the work to find that stuff. But sometimes it's like, okay, yeah, which that could be beneficial too to find more profitable products. But then it's like, how much time are you spending doing that? How much time is that going to take to do that to build that up that new stuff? Because like some of the stores I'm in, I'm like doing my thing. I'm pinpointed on the exact thing I'm looking for da 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 da, grab all that, boom, 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 pay, do all my little coupons if I'm doing anything like that, boom, load it in the car, boom, get back in the car and hit and get going to the next store. So like I can kind of like, I've kind of got it honed in for the older products, but it's something I definitely need to incorporate some way to find that the healthy balance of finding new products as I'm going. Because I'm definitely probably leaving money on the table for sure. Hitting these stores and passing by, really good stuff that I don't even know is good because I didn't scan it. Looking forward to more videos from you. Thank you, Dustin, man. I appreciate the love, man. Looking forward to Oklahoma. Definitely have a good time out there for sure. I definitely, I'm gonna try to make it a habit to try to go live at least once a day on YouTube here this week, just to get because I don't want to go live once and then boom, I never do it again. Like kind of like recluse back into my shell like a freaking turtle. I like turtles. So I'm gonna try to force myself to probably go live once a night from my hotel. And it could be a 5 minute live, it could be an hour. Like I'm super cool, like awesome that you guys hung out with me for this much time. I'm actually this is because I have fun doing this. Like I miss going on Periscope like years ago, and like sometimes I'd be on there for like 2 hours, bro, and just, we'd be talking and chatting and answering questions and having fun and cracking jokes. Um, and it's fun too, like doing this too, because like especially if you're on the road and you're by yourself. You could obviously, like when I used to travel years ago, it would get, it's not like lonely, but then you'd get lonely because you're by yourself. You're shopping at stores all day. You have little human interaction, with the freaking, cashiers at Walmart and stuff like that. So like, back in the day, going on Periscope and chat when people was like fun. It was like social hour and interactive and all that good stuff. So, but this is a short trip, so but it's cool. I'm super happy I jumped on live with you guys, and I do really, really, really appreciate all you guys, and thank you for the questions and stuff because kind of makes it fun, and we're not all sitting here freaking like losers, just in dead silence watching each other. I buy a cheap blanket from whatever store I'm at and sleep in the cocoon with it, and throw it away and leave it near the room trash. I'm a germaphobe. Okay, no, definitely, definitely. I respect that. I like it. I like it. Wow, bro. Delete that video. Wow. Yeah, no. No, that's staying up in the archives. We're keeping that video up forever. Damn, we got 10 people in here. That's crazy. This is so cool. Thank you guys. This is dope. So fun. I'm just checking my Facebook, man, see if anybody asked any questions. Damn, 13 people. Let's go. Dang, look at that. Take that, Mr. Beast. I'm just playing. What's up to all the newcomers? How you guys doing? Where are you guys from? I'm curious. Is everybody like resellers that popped on? Because I didn't know how this like if it would just be all reseller people that popped in or whatever. But where's everybody from? What y'all up to? How you guys doing tonight? All the new people popping in. Um, Central High Desert, Oregon. Oh, that's awesome! Awesome. World of Warcraft stream tomorrow. Hey, let's see. Let's see. That would be fun. That would be fun. Definitely, definitely. Florida man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love Florida. What part of Florida y'all in? Oregon, Central Oregon High Desert. Awesome. Very cool. I haven't been to Oregon yet. That's definitely on my list for sure. Um, I've been slacking getting to new states. I'm at 40 currently at 44 states and three countries now and counting, but definitely need to get up to Oregon. Let's see, Oregon, Washington, Idaho, and Montana, and then obviously Hawaii and Alaska are the last. So I definitely need to do that four state tour definitely soon. 5K elevation, my lungs are great. Oh, that's amazing. Love it. Love it. That's amazing. I moved here 2.5 years ago from the metro Atlanta. I could imagine, man. Yeah, Atlanta's crazy. Yeah, I've been to Atlanta once this year already. Yeah, right. That's probably breathing in all the pollution. Now you're in God's country, just freaking soaking in all the beautiful air out there, crisp air. My selling has changed, but I'm great with that. Awesome. That's good. Good for you. Glad you're doing good. That's awesome. That's awesome. Damn, we got 11 people. So cool. My gosh. And 58 minutes in the live. That's so cool. Wow. Super, super happy that I got to hang out for an hour with y'all. Of course, of course. You're welcome. You're welcome. Wait, this isn't Periscope? Hey, how you doing? Picking for a living? Hope you're doing good. I know, I know. I was just been chatting with some friends and stuff about YouTube. I actually jumped. jumped on a Instagram call with a buddy of mine from Australia last night. He does YouTube and stuff like that. And I told him like I've just like I've just been super like convicted and felt I've been pushed to like do YouTube, do something because I've been slacking. Just like being in my head about making content or doing videos or even doing a live. Like I've never done an Instagram live really. I've never done a YouTube. I mean, you see my channel. I freaking have like posted like 1, 2 times in like the last 100 years, like because I get so nervous and stuck in my own head and limiting belief, and I'm just like, I had some good friends push me to do this today, so just to like get back because I'm gonna try to force myself to go live at least once a day, and just kind of get back in the habit of just like doing it regularly, and then we'll see where it goes from there. How you been? I'm doing really good. Hey, that's right. Yeah, Rabbit was in Vegas. Yeah, I got to hook up with Rabbit. So hang out with, not hook up with Rabbit. He wouldn't get that lucky, but I got to hang out with Rabbit. It was super fun. We went out to eat, hit some casinos and stuff like that. He doesn't gamble, but he watched me gamble. He cheered me on and stuff. But we had fun. We hung out and had a good time. Definitely. Yeah, I love Rabbit. Rabbit's an OG in the game for sure. He's definitely one of my favorite reseller friends, and Rabbit definitely he inspired me definitely to like travel and do the traveling RA. I've met Rabbits. Geez, gosh, I've known Rabbit now for resale. I'm sorry for you guys don't know resale Rabbit. He's a reseller. He's been in the game forever. Resale Rabbit. He does like pallets and stuff like that now. He used to travel the country and go to thrift stores and stuff like that. And we met in the green room, shit, like 8 years ago, something like that. And he was traveling through Nashville. I was like, "Hey, man, come stay at my house." And like we were going thrifting and stuff like that. And he's the one that inspired me to start traveling because he was like traveling the country, eating pizza and doing all this stuff and going to thrift stores and making money. And I'm like, that's so cool. And I'm just like, like popped in my head like, why doesn't anyone do this for RA? Which inspired me to start traveling. And to this day, like. I mean, I've traveled hundreds and hundreds. I don't even know, probably hundreds of thousands of miles around the country, traveling, eating, sourcing, meeting friends. So yeah, always, yeah. Much love to Resell Rabbit for sure. Definitely. He's big influence in my life for sure. Definitely happy to call that dude. He'd call him my friend, call him my brother, definitely. Let's see. Rabbit is an OG. Yeah, Rabbit's like old school. Yeah, he's great. Rabbit's so cool. Mother's mustache. I've never gambled. Well, not at a casino in life. Yes. Hey, you're smart. Don't gamble. Don't gamble because most people most people aren't winning. I definitely don't win. I do I because I enjoy it. I know I'm going to lose every time I gamble, but I definitely enjoy it. It's just like entertainment, it's like me going to the movies, just an expensive movie. Let's see, picking for a living. Are you still traveling? Yeah, I'm actually currently I'm in rural Oklahoma right now. I was in New Mexico this morning. I was in Arizona yesterday. Um, so yeah, I'm on a small trip, but I've been traveling a lot this year. I did a 55-day road trip. I did a 25-day road trip, and now I'm doing like a 7, 8 day road trip. So I've been all over. Done many did couple trips to LA this year, Big Sur, California. Personal, like went to Peru with my girl and stuff like that. So yeah, I've been just traveling and doing Amazon and having fun and definitely super happy that I did this today. I hopped on live and hung out with you guys. This is super cool because, yeah, I remember you guys picking for a living, Mother's Mustache. I remember you guys from Periscope days. You had the same Periscope names. And I remember you guys always hanging out and having fun. So I appreciate the love from you too. So old school. Definitely, definitely. Let's see. I only click into lives usually. Recording is boring to me. Definitely, definitely. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Damn, we got 12 people. What's up? What's up to all the newcomers and people that have been chilling for like an hour here? Appreciate y'all. Definitely, if you guys have any Amazon questions, eBay. I mean, I'm not amazing at eBay, but I do a little bit of eBay. Travel. Any questions about traveling the country, sourcing, whatever, self development. Books, whatever. Like definitely want to share my journey and stuff that I'm doing, and if I can help you guys in any way possible, definitely want to do that. Like Tony Robbins says, "Secret to living is given." So I definitely enjoy sharing and helping anybody that I can on the way along the way, definitely. But definitely appreciate. Hey, are we back? Sorry about that. I was good. Actually, I actually got a phone call, and the funny thing is, it was actually an OG green room member that just called me. I don't want to say his name or whatever, but he's old school from like back in the resale rabbit days, from the green room days. Like he's actually a green room member friend that I've been friends with just as long as resale rabbit. Another person that's helped me like crazy a ton in my life from the green room. So that was super cool. Funny, or it was funny that he called while we're while we're here. So definitely. But yeah, y'all have any other questions or anything like that, or should we just chill here for the next hour and just not say anything. Awkward silence. Oh, see if got any other questions and stuff like that. So I'm checking here. I'm struggling. How do I find profitable products? Exactly what products are you sourcing, bro? Get out of here, bro. You're sourcing more than I am, bro. I know how you're doing it down in Texas. I know how you're doing it, bro. You gotta teach me how to source, bro. Dang, 65 minutes. Let's go. 11 people. I appreciate the love, everybody. But y'all a little quiet. Y'all nervous? Y'all nervous to ask questions and talk? Let's see. Let's see what we got going on. Dustin Doyle, gotta be up in 7 hours for my job. I need to get reselling game up. She's, dang. All right, that's okay, brother. It's all right. At least you're reselling, man. You're still. Have you consistently been reselling? I think when's the last time that we hung out? I think that was like back in 17, or is that in 18? I know we Connecticut meetup. We hung out, and I know you were reselling then and stuff. And have you consistently been reselling the whole time, or have you taken any breaks at all? I mean, a lot of people that I know from back in the day like completely stopped too. Like some of the OG people we used to hang out with, Periscope, and from Green Room and stuff like that, and Amazon, eBay community. Some people stopped and don't do it at all, and kind of like lost touch and stuff like that. Come on, I'll show you what's up. I don't know what that means, but all right, all right. Dong Lee in the house. What's up, brother? How you doing? Need some more? Hey, I got a couple right here for you, brother. Hope you're doing good, brother. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate the love for stepping in. 2007. What's for dinner? Oh, what's for dinner? I don't know. I'm gonna hop on the Uber Eats app when I get off this live here, and then we'll see what happens. I'm definitely hungry. I'm getting there anyway. All I had 25 almonds for lunch today, and I don't know why I know the exact amount. I counted out 25 in my hand and I ate them with two bottles of water. Let's see, on and off, life going crazy during COVID and struggle in life for a while. Okay, brother. But hey, man, I'm glad you're back to it, man. That's super cool. Definitely awesome, brother. Anything I can help you too with, Dustin, let me know. Shoot me a message. Happy to help you, brother, in any way I can. Um, Mother mustache. Is there an app for sports card value ideas yet? Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know. I'm not good in sports cards. Anything to do with sports cards and Pokemon cards and all that stuff, I lost money on. I got into the hype. I bought a lot. I did a lot of openings. I was opening cards and stuff like that, and I pulled some good goodies. All the good ones I ended up sending into PSA. It took like freaking year and a half to get them back, and by the time I got them back, the market had tanked, and it wasn't a good look. I mean, I had a lot of fun doing it, but it wasn't profitable. It was a hefty loss, that's for sure. Um, Brandon P, what app do you use to scan? Man, I'm embarrassed to say this. Please don't shoot me. My hands are up. I come in peace. I still use the Amazon Seller app to scan. And actually, a good buddy of mine when that I visited in Michigan, in Detroit, a couple months ago, he actually gave me a ring scanner. Super good friend of mine, which is super awesome because I've been such stuck in my ways of scanning with the Amazon app, which is obviously freaking like a dinosaur, the slowest scanning app on the planet. I do have Scan Easy, which is the Ace and Zen app, which I do use for to learn for where I can calculate my small and light fees and stuff like that. I do have Scoutify, which the Scoutify scan like it's freaking insane. You could scan across the room, it's like boom, picks up like that. But the scan it like logs me out all the time, and like I don't like the picture on the Scoutify. Like I like the Amazon app because the picture is like big and clear, and I can see if the item picture is correct exactly. There's no weird color variation, like different, so that like it's a different product or anything like that. And I'm old and stubborn. Dong Lee will tell you that. Travel plans for the rest of the year? As of now, no, man. Definitely gonna be I'm gonna be in Oklahoma. Well, actually, no, next month. I'm actually gonna be in Kansas City, Missouri next month. I'm actually speaking at an Amazon event, seller retreat. Next month. And I'm going to speak and then be on be on a couple, I think one or two panels or whatever for talk about discontinued toys and stuff like that, and traveling and all that good stuff. And I get to speak there, which is super awesome because I love doing that. I love helping people and just sharing my story and stuff like that. So super grateful and pumped to do that next month. Um, I'm still sitting on a collection. Surely there's at least one card in it. Oh, definitely. I don't know what to do for sports cards, but I do know for like Pokemon and Magic cards. There's the there's a TCG app where you can just scan the card. You lay the Pokemon card flat and you scan it, and it tells you the value of the card. So I don't know if there's anything. There's got to be something out there for sports cards like that. Sorry, that you could do that and figure out because obviously manually doing that on eBay. I mean, you could probably be there for 100 years looking up, if you're, depending on how big your collection is. Brandon P. Max rank on toys. That's a tough question to answer because, like, a lot of people are like, "Oh, stay under XYZ rank," but it's like, some of my toys that I sell are 400K rank. So it's like it really varies because, like, some of my toys, like if I'll go a little bit higher on rank if the competition, like, if there's freaking 50 Amazon FBA sellers and it's 400K rank in toys, I mean, chances are I'm probably not messing with something like that. But I will fluctuate on rank depending on how much competition is, or maybe, hey, maybe the people are pricing it too high. Like maybe they're selling a toy for $50 higher than it should be listed for, so maybe that's why the rank's high. So I will kind of open myself up with rank depending on competition, where the other sellers are at, and price, and if I can lower it and still make money or whatever, I may do that. So it's kind of like a gray question because it really a lot of variations into it. Dustin Doyle, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you too, man. Don Lee, oh, yeah, travel plans, swing through LA, ATL. Man, no plans at the moment. But you are always welcome to Vegas, bro. You and your lady are welcome to come out, and I got a guest bedroom for you, or you can lay in my bed, whatever one you want to do. Mother's mustache, 1.5 years behind. That's unacceptable. Oh my God. I know. Definitely, definitely. No scan power. I need to do scan. Yes, I have so many friends pushing me to do scan power, which I'm going to do. Um, I've been, with the whole traveling thing, I want to like get home and dial in and actually learn how to do it because I need to learn how to do the unlisted inventory and like, start doing my shipments that way and stuff like that, and using box and stuff like that, and doing a buy list and all that stuff. So that way my shipments are easier because I'm still doing it the old fashioned way, inventory lab to Seller Central and blah 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 blah. And it's a pain in the butt and it's a lot of work, and working way harder than I need to. I need to obviously work smarter. So definitely got to get scan power for sure. Okay, thank you. Of course, appreciate you, Mother's Mustache. Appreciate you. So, yeah, all right. Oh, one of my friends messages like, "Well, heat lost." So awesome. 11 people, 72 minutes live. This is so dope. So cool. Let's see here. I remember back when I used to do Periscope, I would have I had two phones, like because I would be in the store scanning while I would be live on Periscope. So I'd have one phone for Periscope, and then I would be scanning and like sharing, and showing and like stuff like that. So, um, one of my buddies messaged me. He's like, "Do you have two phones? It's like you can go on Instagram or whatever live at the same time." See, Neo got inspired by your videos. Been selling full time for 4 years. That's awesome, man. Super cool. Appreciate you, man. Where are you from? I know, and also too, like, I know if I, like, so obviously, I don't know everybody's YouTube name. I don't like, it's like, there's been times, like, where, I'll talk with people on Facebook, like, there's people I've been friends with for years on Facebook, we chat, we talk and stuff, and then, like, they'll pop in, like, the IG, and they'll, like, hit me up on IG, and I won't know their name, like, their IG name will be different from their real name, and they'll ask me questions and, like, talk, and it's like, sometimes I'm talking to somebody I've known for years and like you find out later. So I don't know everybody's like so just in case it's like people that I know from like Instagram or Facebook, like I don't know your YouTube name. Um Minnesota, that's what's up. Awesome, man. Awesome. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Where in Minnesota you're from? Picking for a living, those were good times. Amen. Yes, they were. Yes, they were. definitely. All right, let me see if I got any other if any other questions popped in on Facebook or anything like that. All right, let's see. Don't think so. I think that is it. Sweet. Yep, I'm super Mankato. Hey, man, one of my favorite Toys R Us's in the country was in Mankato. Or not Mankato. What the heck am I talking about? I'm sorry. Not Mankato. Mankato is the college town that all my friends used to go to. I was thinking, what was I thinking? Rochester? No, is it Rochester? Oh, Rochester. Sorry, I get those confused sometimes. I think Rochester was where the Toys R Us was that I used to love back in Minnesota many years ago. Mother's mustache. I'm this name everywhere. Government name is Ansley. My government name. Yeah, I do. Yes, I do remember your name from Periscope. Definitely. Picking for a living. How bad do you miss to it, man? I, f- I don't, I miss it definitely. I mean, thankfully, all these years of counseling have really gotten me through it. I don't cry myself to sleep that much anymore. I mean, maybe like once a week, but I'm good. I'm fine. Everything's fine. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I miss Toys R Us. Like, I mean, obviously, you're growing, you're moving forward, to continually focus on moving forward. But like, Toys R Us time was a great time for just being able to travel the country and have fun. And before it closed, I like Toys R Us was like 60% of my business before it closed, and I loved Toys R Us. Like, I could drive. Literally, just do a Toys R Us route around the country and drive for 4 hours in between Toys R Us. Some places you'd have to do that, and you could just do good at every store because I'd learned the system. I shopped, like a lot of the stores where, like, when I was in Minnesota, Maple Grove, Minnesota, I got really cool with the employees there, and they would like give me their scanner, and I would walk around by myself and just scan every toy because and all the items, because a lot of times they would, not a lot of times, but sometimes they would mark stuff on clearance, like an unmarked clearance, where like they would mark something down to 3 cents and it would just be sitting on the shelf and it would say full price on the sticker. And so like I was able to learn the system really good, like with video games and toys, and learn all the 3 cent toys and all the rare stuff and all the profitable stuff and even all the markdown stuff. Because sometimes like if the toy is $50, you scan it, it's like, oh, $7 only. Like I can make money on that at $7. So I learned that system really good before they had closed, before they had even announced the liquidation. So it was always fun doing that, and like going into the stores and being able to do that. And so definitely was a good time. Definitely a good time. One of my favorite times for sure. Good evening, JP and friends. I'm so bad at pronouncing. Hope you're doing good. What's up, man? How's it going? Good to see you. What happened to the beard, man? Yeah, I actually grew my beard out for like 14 months. I actually just shaved it off like 3 weeks ago, 2, 3 weeks ago. It just got like my beard was like it was gigantic. Like it was just too much to maintain. It was just like everywhere. It just got to be too much, honestly. I couldn't deal with it anymore. I wanted to try to grow it out really big, but I was just like, it was just too much. It's a lot of work to maintain. So I'm like, gotta go. See you later. It was fun while it lasted. Hey, Jamison, long time. Hey, Vintage Vinny, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? How's it going, Vinny? Where are you at these days? I remember, gosh, I'm trying to think. Virginia? Is that where you used to live? I could be wrong. I think that's where you used to live. You still living out in Virginia, man? How are things? Hope you're doing good. I miss the morning shows. The time difference has miss the morning shows. The time difference has me waking up as they're logging off. Definitely, definitely. Random YouTube vids. What's up, man? How are you doing? Hope you're doing good. Those are actually pretty sweet emojis. I know you are, bro. You're a clown. Branded your account. Yeah, seriously. Picking for a living. Did you already talk about how the pandemic affected your business? I didn't actually. Good question. Great question. That's right, Maryland. See, I don't know why I thought Virginia, but I knew it was close to Virginia. Maryland. All right, same thing, kind of different, but the same. Um, see, did you already talk about how how the pandemic affected your business? Yeah, not no, no, I didn't. But yeah, the pandemic definitely. like before the pandemic hit, like it was a transitional time when I was living in Minnesota and, was in a rough relationship and, was mentally just the worst it ever been and was just doing just making a lot of dumb mistakes, was super depressed, a lot of bad spending habits and ended up picking up everything, selling everything, donating it, getting rid of it. And then I moved to New Jersey. Um, I think I moved to New Jersey in April 2019. So a little bit, like was it about a year, just under a year before the pandemic. So I'd moved out there, kind of regrow and find myself, whatever you want to call it, kind of grow and move on from there. And that took a lot of money to basically pick up and leave, sell everything, then move out, and then have to rebuy everything. It was tough to do that, and you get settled, you're trying to make things happen. You're getting settled into a new state, learning how to source in all these new areas. And, same thing, trying to grow personally, and heal from all the BS that you'd been through and stuff like that. So that was a lot to deal with. And then, slowly move forward, 9 or 10 months, 11 months, whatever that was. The pandemic hit and like it definitely got tough because I couldn't source toys, we couldn't send in toys, and I was still financially trying to recover, from all that stuff that prior happened. So it got really tough where like I was like under a month from being homeless. I had like just paid my rent and I was broke and I had no way to pay the next month's rent. Um, I had a little bit of money to source, but I mean, it was like kind of not enough to like sustain a business, which at that time I had to I started pumping out, I had like tons of just random inventory sitting around the house that was either damaged or old or broken or whatever, just old stuff that, or maybe had like a little bit of wear I couldn't send it to Amazon. So I really started focusing on eBay then. And thankfully, I mean, I got super lucky in a sense. Between me and a couple friends, we'd kind of learned about this shampoo brand called Fakai. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. It had gone discontinued. They didn't make it anymore. They came out with a newer version, different ingredients or chemical makeup or whatever you want to call it. But everybody still loved the old, formula, if that's what you want to call it. Um, and then the new one came out, but the old one skyrocketed in price, one because it was discontinued, and two because of the pandemic had just hit. So obviously, people are shampoos and beauty stuff is skyrocketing. So both of those things together, you know, it turned into a really good recipe. And on top of that, I lived in New Jersey at the time, and this shampoo was still carried at Bed Bath and Beyond's, and also like their sister company Harmon Face Values, which is mostly like a New Jersey, I think maybe New York, maybe a little bit of Pennsylvania chain. Basically, it was like a health and beauty store, a beauty store with just makeups, shampoos, and all that good stuff. And the cool thing about both of those stores, I don't know if you know Bed Bath and Beyond, they would have those 20% off coupons, and they would take them if they were expired. Same thing with Harmon Face Values, you could use that 20% off coupon there too. So I had a really awesome idea. I jumped onto eBay, and people were selling stacks of these coupons for like 50 cents a piece. So I was buying them by the hundreds. I'd ended up ordering like a few hundred, and I'm going into the stores and I'm finding these 2 packs of Fakais. They're sealed as a 2 pack, but you could open the thing 2 pack and sell them individually and then use the 20% off discount on top of that. And so I started buying these shampoos and I'm listing them on single packs, conditioner, the shampoo, the conditioner shampoo pack. And like these things are flying. And like over that pandemic, like basically over like a 6 month period, that one product, or well, it was like it was like the Fakai shampoo conditioner, and there was like like different not flavors. You don't eat shampoo, but different scents. Like grape or like strawberry. Whatever, like the different scents, and that I ended up selling over like a 6 month period. I ended up selling like over 2,000 units of the shampoo, and like I cleared like it was literally my main source of income. Like I ended up clearing like gosh, I don't even remember. I'd have to look at the numbers on Inventory Lab. I don't remember, but basically it was enough to help me get out of the hole. And like, once things wounded down after that, when we could start sending in toys and stuff again like that, after that kind of like was like my saving grace. I guess I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but like during that pandemic and all that happening with my financial stuff, like that was like a thing that really helped me, get out of that and like really came through. And I have one pack of that Fakai shampoo left. I have an older Instagram, older Facebook post, I think from last year. I was digging through like my storage unit and I had found it. I'm like, oh my gosh, this brings back memories. And I took a picture of it and I posted on Facebook and Instagram, just kind of sharing that story, like this shampoo like saved my life kind of thing, kind of like during all that, which is super cool. So yeah, but yeah, it definitely there was a lot of learning involved because like you had to pivot and like I was all toys during the pandemic and we couldn't send in toys and so it was like a lot. I had to learn and pivot and like adapt to different things that happen in the world and in business and um, definitely was a struggle and but it was a great learning process. Definitely, I learned a lot and super, yeah, it was a wild time, definitely, that's for sure. Virginia, you might be thinking of Rocky. Oh, that's right, Vinny, that's right. Yeah, see, I got you guys mixed up for sure. Um, Discounted items can be oh, yes, I know. I'm not good like, that was the last, like, discontinued beauty item I did, and I was like, I'm not good with that beauty and, like, all that stuff with the discontinued. I know there's, like, a big following, a group of people that are out doing that are really good, and it's so cool because I wish I was good at understanding that stuff, but I'm pretty decent at that with toys, the discontinued toys, so, like, I get to still get that enjoyment of like the thrill of the hunt for looking for the rare old discontinued toys and stuff like that. Um, see, don't you have a discontinued Bolos list link on your Insta? Yeah, I do. Well, I'm actually part of. I mean, not trying to sell or anything, but since somebody brought it up, I am part of the. Thank you, Knight. I appreciate that. Little shameless plug there. Flipping team. Discord group that I'm part of. I'm a paying member myself. I don't own it or anything like that, but I'm buddies with the guy who owns it. And I'm a paying member myself, and it's a Discord group, Bolo group for OA, RA, and stuff like that, eBay and Amazon, and discontinued stuff and different things. And I use that group to definitely help me find some of the things that I'm looking for when I'm out on the road and able to do some Amazon to Amazon flips and stuff like that when I'm traveling. So if you guys are definitely interested, hit me up. Maybe Knight will be a nice guy, and we could, you know, do a little deal or something like that. You could do a little promo, let some people try it out or something like that. That's great. Let's see. Picking for a living. That's crazy. Good luck. Are you still in New Jersey? No, I'm currently in Nevada. Right. Well, I'm in Oklahoma right now, but I live in Nevada right now. Yes, yes, yes. Pandemic Wii system selling for 200. I never sold any, but I remember that a good buddy of mine definitely was doing that too. And yeah, I remember that. I knew a couple people that were flipping Wii's during the pandemic. It was just like crazy. I didn't have any, and I didn't really couldn't find any or anything like that. But I remember people doing that, and that was crazy. Crazy good money for you guys doing that for sure. Vintage Vinny. I've done so well with beauty products, specifically perfumes and fragrances. People do pay up for that stuff. It's crazy. They really do. Honestly, it's so crazy. Like when you find a product you like, whether it is a perfume or a toy or a beauty product or a toothbrush or something like that, that you'll pay up. And I actually just paid up for something. Not, and it wasn't too much of a markup, but I did pay up for it because I don't make it anymore. I have a this pillow that I actually bought at Bed Bath and Beyond like 4 years ago. Well, I bought it and then it crapped out, and I bought a new one. Bed Bath and Beyond doesn't carry it anymore, and so I actually had to go. Thankfully, the pillow that I have, it's still like on the tag on the inside of the pillow. There was a barcode on it, so I could scan it. And I looked online; no stores carried it anymore. Nobody had it. I freaking even was checking eBay for like brand new ones. Bed Bath and Beyond doesn't carry it. So none of the other mattress stores or anything like that online carried it, and there was a third party seller on Amazon selling it. It was only 60 bucks. I mean, 60 bucks is a lot. It wasn't. I mean, I think the pillow was like 40 bucks retail at Bed Bath and Beyond, and then I could use like my coupons and discounts, and I would get it for like 30 bucks. But they were selling it for 60. But it's like, dang, I gotta, this is the only pillow that works for me. And I just bought a new that pillow a few days ago on Amazon from a third party seller. So this thing is like I paid up for it, and I was almost thinking like maybe I should grab one more because if they completely run out of stock, or that one third party seller is like, hey, I want to charge 100 for this pillow. I don't want to get in a position to have to pay that because I love that pillow, and I would pay that if I had to because it's like the only pillow that I've found in the last 10 years that's like freaking super comfortable and like I love it, so it's like I would pay up for something that I love. So it's like it's crazy, like when you find that, those certain products, shampoo, toothbrushes, or whatever toys that you like and that you'll pay up for it later just to replace that or have that again because they stopped making it. Bro, I still random YouTube vids. I still want my golf club back. Good to see. Bro, that's freaking hilarious, dude. Random YouTube videos, a buddy of mine from Minnesota. We had met in a random Walmart. This was back in, geez, I don't even remember, was it 2015, 16, bro? It feels like 100 years ago. But I met this dude Black Friday. I remember I was standing by the Lego towers. I think him and his girl came up or something like that. And we just started chatting and stuff. I don't remember. I vaguely remember we were at Walmart before the craze of Black Friday, like where they're like it's 9 p.m. and everybody goes wild and everybody's grabbing everything. And we'd met, and I don't know if we exchanged phone numbers or Facebooks or something like that, but we ended up hanging out. We went sourcing. We did a bunch of thrift stores one day, and he bought this golf club, and he had forgot it in my car. And like didn't even, I think I had not even known it was there because it was like on the floor in the back seat. And I found it like later, a couple days later, and I ended up putting it in the garage. And then like a little while later, I ended up moving from that place, and like I left it there, and like I don't even know what happened to it. Like, so he's like, "Where's my golf club?" That's freaking hilarious. Hope you're doing good, brother. Good. Thank you for hopping on. Appreciate that, bro. Thank you for the walk down memory lane too, dude. That's awesome. Oh man, that's freaking hilarious. How's Minnesota, man? How you doing? Hope you're doing good, brother. Long time no chat. Let's see. They have the best hand soap, Bed Bath& and Beyond. My wife brought some home. Now I'm hooked. Yeah, bro, it's crazy. It's crazy how that works. Vintage video, oh, Black Friday. I have no desire to shop on that day. It's crazy. The sales extend further than, yeah, dude. It's like freaking like the sales start on like Tuesday of like October now. For like, yeah, it's crazy. I used to do a lot of Black Friday like sales for like Amazon and flipping and stuff like that back in like 2014, 15, 16, 17, and then I think even 2018, I think that was like one of the last years I kind of went out because it just gotten super saturated. It just got so busy and crazy. Like you can stay home and do OA and stuff like that. I think in 19 and 20, I stayed home, and on Black Friday, I just did some online arbitrage. Um, and honestly, I don't really shop much Black Friday anymore at all. Just because it's so sad. There's a lot of stuff. Like there are some things if you can niche down and kind of like pivot a little bit and kind of find some smaller areas where you don't have 5 million resellers going after the same thing. It's not like it was, 5 years ago where you could go to Walmart and buy those like $30 or $35 like Lego towers. That would be like the 1,000 pieces or 1,600 pieces, those big towers, and buy them for 30 and then flip them for like 80 on Amazon. It's like you can't do that anymore. It's because so many people are doing that. So like I kind of stopped doing that because it became like I remember back in 2018, the last year I really went hard. I went hard and went super hard doing that, and like it was so much work for the amount of payoff it was. It wasn't even worth it because there were so many other Amazon sellers doing this. And I remember I had premium. I mean, they don't offer this on Amazon anymore. Premium placement, where basically you send it in, it goes to the closest warehouse, and it goes live within half a day, which basically beats out 95% of the competition. It still didn't work out. I was buying all the video games up, and it was just like everything was tanking like crazy. I'm just like, dang, I kind of had to pivot because like, man, this is so much work for the payoff was not good or worth it. Um, and also 2018 around Black Friday, that was the same year. Um, the same year. I don't know if you guys remember, if you guys still do this. I know one day a year, Target will do a discount on their gift cards where they're like, hey, you can come in and buy $300 worth of gift cards at 10% off face value. So basically, you could come in, buy a $300 gift card for 270 bucks, which is a great deal for personal use, or if you're a reseller and you want to flip stuff, because having a 10% off discount at Target is a great, good deal, definitely. And me and tons of other resellers, we did this in 2017. We would go out and I had friends that were buying 20, 30, 40, $1,000 in Target gift cards, and then getting that 10% off, and then they would just go super hard sourcing at Target. And 2018, I went really hard too. I think I must have bought 10K in gift cards. So I would go to the self checkout at Target, put in, I would scan, boom, $300 gift card, pay with my debit card, boom, done. or pay with my credit card, and then I would switch up the credit cards because if you keep doing the same transaction over and over, they're gonna flag it for fraud. So I would keep swapping, and I'd stacked up big stack of gift cards, and you go home, blah blah blah. The next day, started sourcing online. It's like gift card no good, gift card no good, gift card no good. Target had zeroed out everybody's gift cards, and it was just like pandemonium in the reseller community. Like there was a lot of people like that had spent way more than I did. I knew many people that spent 20, 30, 40K on Target gift cards, and they zeroed them all out. And it was a big fiasco. I think from basically October to like the end of the year, we were getting no answers from Target, and we're just like, what the heck is going on? And like, I even had some friends tell me they had bought gift cards with cash and they zeroed them out, and it was like a big fiasco. Target ended up refunding everybody. Well, I'm not the cash people, but they refunded all of us. They made right at the end of the like back in January. Like it was like I think this actually I'm sorry I think this was November. I think sorry it's so long ago. It's like like a year goes by and it's like 100 years. So it's like I know it was like Q4 or whatever, 2018. So I think it was around maybe November-ish. Yeah, like I think like a day after Black Friday or somewhere in that ballpark. And then yeah, I think we ended up getting our money back like back in January or whatever. But it was like a crazy fiasco for like the longest time and not having an answer. But yeah, that was crazy. And again, that was the last year I went out and bought the 10% off gift card. Like I was like, all right, I'm done. I'm not doing this again. You know, time to pivot and go a different direction. Let's see. Let's see. I definitely let's see. RA is a bit tough for me, but sometimes I get lucky. Yeah, definitely. RA has definitely been, I feel the pinch. It's definitely got more challenging. There's a lot of competition out there, and since the pandemic and stuff like that, there's a lot more Amazon sellers. A lot of people are jumping into it. And, Amazon's growing, which obviously is going to bring more buyers and bring more sellers. So it definitely has gotten a little more challenging in that aspect for sure. Definitely. Mother's mustaches definitely changed. Wish all the new sellers would fall off the face of the planet. There, I said it. I saw a couple of you Black Friday videos. I was trying to peek in the cart, but weren't having it. Definitely, definitely. Vintage Vinny. Off-price retailers can sometimes offer some good things, but I mainly stick to indoor flea markets and such. Yeah, definitely. That's smart, man. That's good. Good idea, man. Vintage fitting. I have kind of a cut back on Amazon selling. They've gotten way more strict and restrictive with what I can sell. Yeah, it's definitely gotten challenging for sure with restrictions for some people that they face, and obviously fees are going up, and to even do removal orders from Amazon has gone up. So they definitely in certain areas have made it a little more tougher to maneuver and make things happen. Definitely. So yeah, wow, we have 15 people and been live for 97 minutes now. This is insane. Wow. I appreciate all the questions, guys. And thank you for hanging out. Like, this is super cool. Um, let's see here. Yeah, this has been super cool. Let's see here. Yeah, anybody else have any other questions or anything like that? Man, what time is it already? What time we're working at? Dang, 9:44. Um, Sorry I was late. So are you all FBA now or wholesale or I'm a mixture of some OA. I do some OA, some RA when I do my road trips and stuff like that. I dive in fully on RA, and I'm growing the wholesale too. So I like doing the RA like these trips so I can kind of like just build up a little bit of cash flow and then get more into the wholesale and stuff like that. So it's been pretty good. So I'm trying to grow the wholesale things, and I love traveling. I love the whole aspect of traveling and doing RA and being able to see the country and just do fun things, eat good food, and go on beautiful drives and stuff like that. I love being in the car, putting on an audiobook or some music and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm a mixture of everything, but definitely trying to grow the wholesale side of things. Definitely, I love doing that. That's fun. Prism Monopoly's been hot lately. What is that? I haven't even heard of that, honestly. I've been so like in my own little bubble that like if a hot toy comes out or like something like sometimes I'll miss it. I won't even hear of it until someone tells me like a couple months later, yo, this toy was so hot, da da da. I'm like, what is that? Like I never even heard of it. So I've been yeah. Mr. Said no eBay to Amazon. No, I don't do any eBay to Amazon. I actually it's funny. I actually right now I'm I haven't sold them yet, but I'm actually doing some Amazon to eBay. Once I do sell them, I found some really rare item on Amazon, and I'm trying to flip it on eBay. So we'll see. I'm listed on eBay right now, so we'll see if it works. So we'll see. I'm gonna do my first Amazon to eBay flip if it sells. So we'll see. We'll see. Wow, 99 minutes live, 14 people in here. I appreciate it. Look at that. I got 9 thumbs up. That's awesome. So, man, I thank you guys for hanging out with me. Definitely had fun. I have fun doing this. This is super dope. Definitely kind of like reminds of the Periscope days. Definitely. Um, for sure. Yeah. Any other questions that y'all got? Uh, Anything you guys are struggling with in business, on Amazon, eBay, personally, whatever, man. I definitely like hearing from everybody, and I like helping if I can and sharing and just, learning from you guys too. And, you know, secret to living is given. So I love, you know, love doing this shit. It's super fun. I enjoy it. And I was a kid when Periscope came out. Now I'm just old. Wow, Vinny. So what does that say about me, bro? How much have you made since this live started? Look, how much have I made from YouTube? I think probably negative. Look at that. We made 100 minutes live. Let's go. How much? Oh, man. You guys are freaking hilarious. Oh, let's see. I think that is it. Wow. Damn, this is crazy. I did not expect this live to be so long. Um, I was 21, 22, then now I'm pushing 30. Dang, bro. Sorry, bro. That's okay. There's not wrong with that. I'm about to be 41 this year, and I feel great. I feel better than ever. I feel like I'm in the prime of my life right now. It's all right. You take care of yourself, inside, outside, physical, mental. You'll just get better with age, bro. Oh my God, Periscope was supposed to be the huge, and it just stopped. I know, I know. Yeah, my one of my buddies in the YouTube live here, he actually sent me the screenshot that somebody had posted. I don't remember. It was like a Kennedy something. It was like something about bringing Periscope back or whatever. And it's like, man, it had me reminiscent about that today. And he kind of like challenged me. He was like, "You should go live on YouTube tonight. Like, just stop." Like, and I was like, limiting belief, like, oh, blah blah. What am I going to talk about? Like, dude, just go live like you used to go on Periscope. It'll be fine. I'm like, okay, fine, yeah, blah 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 blah, and like I did it. Thankfully, I appreciate the push, my brother. Um, Sorry, checking Instagram messages real quick. So yeah, I'm super happy. You still talk to Reagan Profit? Yeah, we actually just spoke on the phone a couple days ago. Yeah, we're gonna be doing a little mastermind meetup in Oklahoma. I actually was the last person to join. He had they had rented a mansion or whatever, some about 15 people, and he told me right about it. He's like, "Hey, do you want to come? Blah blah blah. You'd be a good fit to come with." And I'm like, I don't know. I got a lot going on." And then like they filled all up except like the last spot. He's like, "Are you sure you don't want to come? We got one spot left. It's yours. You want to come?" Da 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 da. I'm like, "All right, fine. Let's do it." Okay. So I'm gonna get to hang out with him in a couple months and hang out and have a good time hopefully. And he came out to visit. He came out to see me a couple months ago. He stayed at my house and we hung out and stuff like that. And we're able to go do some reseller stuff and have a good time. So it was super fun. So yeah, I've seen him. Actually, I've seen him like three times this year, 3 times this year already. We both spoke at an event in Miami back in February. We both spoke at an Amazon event, so we got to hang out for a few days and have fun and stuff like that. We had a blast, so it was a good time, definitely. Yes, sir. Time flies, sadly, so let's enjoy it. Amen to that, man. It's crazy, freaking. It's crazy how like, just from like when I used to go Periscope and like talk to you guys back then and stuff, it's like, wow, like, dude, like 6, 7 years passed by. It's like crazy, like how fast. It's like the day to day in life to me. It's like not slow in a bad way, but it's like very mellow, very, and slow in a sense, but it's like you look back, it's like years fly by like that. But it's like the day to day is not fast, but then you look back, it's like, holy crap, where did the last 5 years go? It's crazy. I went live on Periscope when my house flooded up to the gutter. Oh my gosh, that's insane. Wow. You still okay, let's see. I followed your journey for many years. Jeff Roth, how you doing, man? I followed your journey for many years. JP, glad to see you're doing well. Keeping positive. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you for the love, brother. Hope you're doing good. Appreciate you. Vintage Vinny, you see Jason Clark at all? I'm kind of sad that the green room kind of ended. Yeah, brother. Me too, man. Me too. We should definitely, dude. Me and Rake and we were chatting. We were like, dude, we should just try to like see if we could set up like a OG reseller green room type of meetup just to see who would show up and just like do it somewhere in the country and see if we could try to get 10 or 15 people, 20 people from back in the OG days to hang out for a few days and kick it. That'd be super fun. Yeah, I talk to Jason Clark almost every day, Messenger and stuff like that. So yeah, me and him are super cool, and he's doing good. He's doing his own little thing, working on himself. He's working on getting healthy and stuff. So which is super cool because I always love to see people, working on themselves and working on being healthy and stuff like that. It always makes me happy to see my friends win. Definitely. Um, Going to Vegas in September, already paid for it. Maybe we can have, yeah, definitely. Let me know. Shoot me Instagram or Facebook message for sure. And we'll see if I'm around. Definitely, we can make something happen for sure. Um, but like they say, nothing good lasts forever. True that, my friend. We got to enjoy it while it lasts, brother. We only get one life, you know. Unfortunately, all of us are gonna die one day. You know, I don't mean that like in a funny way, but like everybody here is going to pass away one day, and like we're going to look back and be like, you know so definitely, I mean, I definitely am one to preach, like I definitely try to like remove negativity from my life, and I definitely have issues with that in my own personal life because I'm hard on myself if like things go wrong in my life. Like I get angry and I have a bad temper sometimes, and it's like it's stupid stuff, like it's over dumb stuff. It's like that stuff doesn't matter. Like getting mad and getting upset about silly things, it doesn't matter. It's like I don't want to be on my deathbed. I mean, hopefully it's 50 years down the line, but whenever that day comes, I don't want to look back and be like, oh man, I'm not gonna be like, oh, like all the stupid petty little things that we complain about. I mean, me, I don't say everybody, but like I mean, I feel like humans complain about silly things sometimes, things that if you look back at it, like looked at it from the outside in, it's like, is that really worth getting upset for? Probably not, so for me myself, it's like I try not to like work on those silly things where I get mad or upset over silly stuff that it doesn't matter like at all, because we get one life and one day it's going to be game over for everybody. So I'm always trying to grow and learn from my mistakes, and sometimes I repeat those same mistakes, over and over and over, like a stubborn old man, but definitely always be open to learning and growing from the mistakes you make and the stupid decisions that we can make at times, or me, and other people, whatever, you know what I mean? Sorry. So I'm always trying to grow from that myself, definitely. We are in line like it. So let's see. Yes, that's right. We're all in line like it or not. So make every day count. Amen to that, man. Amen to that. Definitely. You're only human. Exactly. All of us are human. I mean, I think all of us are. So yeah, definitely, man. Life is unfortunately 100 years, 50 years, 60 years, however long we live, like it seems like a long time, but it's really not a long time, like I turned 41 this year. It's like, I have memories from when I was a kid, when I was 3, 4, 5 years old. And it's like, holy crap, like, you know. And then someday I'm gonna look back and I'm gonna be 80. Hopefully, I'm still alive, and hopefully, I still have this stunning, nice looking beard, nice, nice cut. But yeah, definitely, guys. Man, this is super. I'm super happy you guys hopped on, and everything flowed so good. We had a good group of people in here, talk about good shit, have a good time, crack some jokes or whatever. So super awesome, super happy you guys hopped on. Super, super, super cool for sure. 14 people, so blessed for that. Definitely 108 minutes. Dang, I was honestly like, I actually hit the live, and I was so scared to hit it. It's like, what am I going to talk about? I don't even know what to say to these. It's like, what am I going to say to these people? And thankfully it worked out. The first like couple of minutes were a little awkward for myself because like I did the live, and like I'm a minute in and nobody hopped in, and I figured that could have been a possibility that nobody popped in. And then like one person popped in, and then like two, and then it jumped up to like five. I'm like, oh, all right, cool. What's going on? How's everybody doing? And then it dropped to like two. Like, but it was super cool. Awesome. Definitely. Pocket Profit. Hey man, I just wanted to stop in and say hi. Hey man, thank you for the love, brother. Appreciate that, man. Sending you some love right back, brother. Hope you're doing good. Vintage Vinny. I still remember when we met up in Texas. Cody Orgel flew all the way from Australia. Yes, dude. Cody Orgel, OG Green Room member. Um, our buddy Cody from Australia, he was in the green room. He flew to New York. It's funny. I was in Minnesota at that time when he flew to Cody flew to New York from Australia. I had only known him on Facebook, never met him in real life. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna come pick you up in New York. I drove from Minnesota to New York to pick him up at the airport. He flew from Australia to New York, and then me and him road tripped from New York all the way to Austin, Texas, to the Green Room meetup that year. This was 2016, summer 2016. And yeah, actually, it's funny. I actually did I actually talked to Cody for like an hour last night on Instagram call um, at like 11 midnight my time, and it was like 2 p.m. and during the day, and this time we were catching up and talking about YouTube, and he was psyching me up for YouTube because I was told him how like I've been super convicted to like I just felt it like I gotta get back on YouTube. I gotta start doing this again. I gotta put stuff out there. Like I miss doing that, and like I definitely wanted to fill that little void or whatever. Like, and he was like, dude, come on. We were like, he was helping me brainstorm video ideas and stuff like that. He's like, dude, you just got to do it, da da da. And he was telling me about his channel and all those things he's doing with his channel and YouTube and stuff like that. And we had a super good combo, definitely. So it definitely hyped me up for this today, definitely, and everything just like worked out good. And I'm super happy I did this. Super happy. Yeah, bro. That Green Room meetup though in Austin, Texas, that year that Cody flew through Australia, that was a great meetup. Definitely, that was the best one. Definitely. Who you got, Lakers or Warriors? Man, you know what? All right, like I don't watch sports anymore. I'm not. I won't get into too much, but I used to be I used to be obsessed with sports. This is back in the earlier 2000, late 90s, early 2000s. I was a huge Garnett fan. Kevin Garnett, basketball player, played for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Minnesota Timberwolves was my team, ride or die. I would go to tons of games. And for those of you that follow basketball or know basketball from back then, I think this was 2004, 2005. The Timberwolves almost went to the finals that year. And I went to every home playoff game for the playoffs. Like I was at every game for that year. I remember even I think they got knocked out by the Lakers that year. 4-2, I think was the final series, but I think that was the semifinal. So whoever won that series would have gone to the finals. So the Minnesota Timberwolves were one series away from going to the finals. They had to battle the Lakers and they lost. But the one before that, they played Sacramento Kings, and that round went to Game 7, and I was at Game 7, and this I think the score was like I don't know, it was like 99 to 101 or something like that. Minnesota was up by like two, and there was like 1 or 2 seconds left, and the Sacramento Kings had the ball. Like this is probably one of my personal like greatest sports moment history that I was there to witness. And I remember, what was his name? Chris Webber, maybe? No, Chris Webber. Did he play for Sacramento Kings back then? I don't know. But anyways, he had the ball. Final shot. He shoots up for a three. It goes in. They win, and they go on to play the Lakers. They lose. Minnesota wins and goes on to play the Lakers. And he shot it. It went right into the hoop, basically. And I remember it spun around toilet bowl, basically, which felt like an eternity. The whole stadium was pins and needles, like, and it flew out, and the whole stadium just erupted, and like that was so cool. And basically, the Timberwolves lost the next round, and then the very following season, Timberwolves didn't make the playoffs. They fired the coach. They had got rid of all the good players, and after that, I'd realized how much time and energy and effort I put into sports. For me, it wasn't healthy. Like I knew more about sports and all the stats of all the players and their 3-point percentages and like their freaking how many fouls they had and like all this. I knew more about sports than I did my own self and like my own friends and family. And it became to a point where it was unhealthy to me. Like where I'm like, all right, I'm too like I would get depressed when like they would lose. Like when they lost that and the following season they'd go to like I actually was like like I was sad. Like I didn't like sometimes want to even get it. Like it was a problem. And so I was like, you know what? I can't do sports anymore. Like this is a problem for me. I'm too deep into it. And honestly, since that year, I never really I've gone to a couple games just because I still enjoy a sporting event here and there. I haven't pledged to any team. I haven't followed any team. I haven't watched really much of any sports since then. And yeah, I don't know. That's yeah. That since then the Timberwolves broke my heart. I couldn't do it anymore. I've been hurt too many times. So, but yeah, I'm going with the Lakers. So let's go. um, Yeah, better say Lakers. Okay, Lakers it is. Let's go. Let's see, Pocket Profit. Yeah, the green room meetup was really fun in Austin, but I don't know what happened with it all. Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah, it was sad. We definitely need to. We should definitely. I would love to like, if we could contact all the old OG green room members, be like, hey, let's just do a meetup again. Just one, one for old time's sake, definitely. Um, so man, 12 people. We got 12 people. We're 114 minutes in. Man, I haven't even eaten yet. Let's go. What are we at? Dang, it's already 10 o'clock here. All right, man. Maybe we should wrap this up. As much as I would love to, yeah, I don't know. We can stay on for a little bit more. If you guys got any other questions, you want to chat about anything else? I'm having a good time. This is fun. Yo, Pocket Profit, what's your real name? Because I can't like the pictures are so tiny. I can't even. I'm trying because yeah. Just so I remember. Have a good night, buddy. All right, hey, all right, Daniel, brother. Appreciate you for popping in, man. Thanks for the combo, man. You definitely thanks for the input on everything. Thank you. Appreciate you hanging out with you, brother. Hope you're doing good. Let's chat soon. Peace, homie. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I know the heat of time didn't help my memory either. Definitely. Anybody else have any other questions? What else y'all want to talk about? What kind of topics we got going on tonight? Oh, Timmy, what up, homie? Bro, I didn't even know. See, that's what. See, it's like when you got like different YouTube names and stuff. Like I don't even know like people's like YouTube names, and the picture I couldn't tell. What up, Timmy? How you doing, brother? How's Minnesota, man? That's funny. And somebody other from dang, actually like three people from Minnesota were popped in tonight. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's crazy, dude. We had like, dang, out of like the 10, 12 people that were here, we had like three of them from Minnesota. That's super cool. Damn, man, this is so crazy. I thought I was going to go live tonight, talk to myself for 5 minutes, and then log off. And super cool that you guys all popped in. But man, yeah, maybe I should log off. I should probably take care of some business here and eat some food and actually get some relaxing in. Ugh. But thank you guys for popping in. I super, super duper appreciate it, guys. This is super fun. Um, yeah, super fun, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'm definitely going to come live again tomorrow. Once I get to my hotel, I'm definitely going to try to make this a habit to come live, just to kind of get out of my comfort zone and like get in the habit and trying to like get the memory and get the habit of doing this. And then I definitely want to post a video for sure. I gotta definitely make it happen. No gambling in Vegas. Oh no, no, I definitely gamble sometimes for sure. Yeah. We went. When's the last time I gambled? Gosh, I don't know. So years been flying by. I don't like when like ASD and stuff comes around, like the Amazon, conferences and stuff like that. We'll go out, we'll resell our friends, and we'll gamble and stuff, and um, play blackjack, play slots and stuff like that. Have a couple drinks, have a good time for sure. It is really good to hear. You got to let Good to hear from you. You got to go live more often. I will. I will definitely. Pocket Profit, good. Just crazy busy, getting ready to open my new store. Let's go. Congrats, brother. Congrats, bro. Drinking White Claw out of the red Solo cup, bro. Drinks White Claw. All right, y'all. I'm gonna log off, but I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me for. It's crazy. I didn't even think it was gonna be over an hour. Um, but thank y'all for popping on. I'm gonna take a quick little screenshot because I did not expect to stay on this long. So I gotta get a There we go. Quick screenshot. Thank y'all. See you soon. All right, Vinny. Appreciate you, Brandon. Mr. Sadie. I don't know. Sorry if I'm butchering your name. Thank you, Puck and Profit. Timmy, doing good. Good night. Good to see you, Jamison. You too, brother. Doing good. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank you so much. And yeah, hey, I definitely want to do this more often. Feel free to follow me on Instagram too, y'all, if you're not already. Sadie. All right, cool. Sorry, I'm, I'm horrible at butchering names. I should have I was just about to start calling you Mister because I didn't want to butcher the name. Yeah, if you guys aren't already, please, feel free to follow me on Instagram. I think same name, Jamison Philippi on Instagram and on Facebook. I definitely want to get in the habit of doing this more often and just like kind of wind down at the end of the night and just hang out because yeah, this is super fun. I love this. It's super chill and relaxing. I love cracking jokes and hanging out with y'all. So I definitely want to do this. Try to get into a habit of doing this like every day. Because if I do it today and I don't do it tomorrow, 10 years will go by and I'll never do it. So I'm gonna try to like force myself to do this every day and just allow it to happen. If it goes for 5 minutes, it goes for 5 minutes. Goes for an hour, it goes for an hour. So I'm gonna try to do the same thing tomorrow night. Hopefully same time, similar time ish. So yeah, feel free to follow me on Instagram if y'all want. I don't even know if I can. Let's see, can I do? I can't do that. Can I? Oh, I can't write anything. Okay, but yeah, same name as YouTube, just not the numbers. Jamison Philippi. If you're not following me on IG, please feel free to do so. Thanks, guys, for hanging out, showing some love. I appreciate you guys so much. Have a blessed night. Have a good week if I don't see y'all this week. Um, okay, but you have to go live from a Walmart parking lot. Yeah, dude. Bro, oh my gosh, Timmy. Dude, I think this was like yesterday, Facebook memory, 6 years ago, the day we were at Target, Minnesota, in that parking lot. We were swapping all those sink stuff. We had bought all those like towel bars and all that stuff from that garage sale. And we were I have a picture of that from the Facebook memory. I think that was like 6 years ago, bro. That was crazy. So, but anyways, guys, I thank you for the love so much. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I had a blast. Much love, guys. Love you guys. Thank you for hanging out, support. I love you. Hope you guys are doing good. If any of you guys need help in reselling, whatever you got going on, advice, whatever, I'm happy. I'm here for y'all. Shoot me a message on Instagram or Facebook. Much love, guys. Appreciate y'all, and good night.